So obviously the story the last time you were up there after a fight was, it's been a while since we saw you after a win. Now you're on a win streak. It's 2 in a row. So I guess, what are the emotions now that you're back to, consecutive wins in the UFC?
God is good, man. Put me on a path, and I given everything I've got, and it feels great, man. It feels great. I have an amazing team behind me over at Cobra Kai in Victorville. Danny Reyes, my brother, Naiche Pena, and Michael Hajazin. Amazing men that have helped me become a better person, better fighter, and just bringing that warrior out of me.
The fight, it was obviously you dominated from beginning to end. Some people even felt at the end it was a little uncomfortable because you were landing a lot of shots in there. So just what was it like in there? Is that how you envisioned it playing out? And what did you think of, the referee finally stepping in?
I mean, honestly, I would have had it the same way for myself, right? Give me every opportunity to fight. Anthony's a true warrior, and he's gonna fight to the end. And he wanted to fight to the end. Right? He needed to feel something tonight, whatever he's going through. But he kept moving, right? The ref said, "Come on, Anthony," and he would move. So he gave him a little bit more leeway, and I wasn't letting up on the strikes. I just kept going. It kind of went almost exactly to plan. All training camp, I was in those positions, just working reverse elbows, front elbows, work till I couldn't anymore. And I was almost at that point tonight, and I gave it everything I had tonight, and he gave it everything he had. So all respect to Anthony.
I don't know if you saw the walkout, but it was obviously very emotional for him. He was a lot of tears on the walkout, and then obviously post-fight, he kind of let it all out too. And I'm curious if you felt like a different energy in there from your previous fights, or just being around Anthony. And then, like, Daniel Cormier said something along the lines of like, well, it's Dom's job not to care. Like, he cannot care in there. He has to go in there and try to hurt Anthony. So was it just kind of a weird feeling in there, like seeing Anthony, but like that, but also knowing you have to go out there and do your job?
So when I went in the cage, I haven't been around Anthony much in my life, for the record. But when I went in the cage with him, he was emotional, right? And that's a dangerous man that has, he said it, he's fighting for his friend, right? And he doesn't care about the outcome. He just wants to feel something. There was a point in the first round when he put his hands down and was just like, punch me in the face. And I obliged, right? So that's my job. My job is to finish you and get you out of there. Whether you're going through something or not, you're going to give me free shots or not, I'm going to hit you. And that's what we're professional fighters. It's a very dangerous game, and God bless Anthony, all the best to him, prayers for him and his team and his teammate he lost, family. Losing someone's never easy. I've lost some really close people to me this year as well, and it's terrible. I'm glad he got to come out and be the warrior that he is. This is his outlet, right? So, like Cormier said, it's my job to not care, and my job is to win. My job is to go out there and give my best performance, and that's all I was focused on. So, whatever you're going through, when the door closes, it's wartime.
Just last thing on Anthony. Obviously, he said it was probably his last fight, but he wasn't gonna he didn't use the word retirement. He said he was gonna think about it, and they showed you going over there to talk to him for a little bit. What exactly did you say to him when the fight was over?
Just God bless, man. And it was an honor to step in the cage with you. You're a true warrior, and I wish you nothing but the best in your life.
And the last one for me, obviously, 2 wins in a row. That's something you've been working for a long time. What do you want next for what do you want 2025 to look like for you? You want to be active? You want to climb this ladder again? You're just going to take it one fight at a time?
Well, I'm climbing the ladder, right? I started off the year 14. I'm 12 now. Should be further up the ladder. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. My birthday's coming up in a couple weeks, and then I'm getting married in January. So we'll see what happens.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Dominick, first of all, congratulations on your soon-to-be marriage. I'm wondering, what were you told before this fight? Were you told, don't get hurt, you got to look good for the wedding?
Nah, business comes first, man. Whatever happens in the fight, and maybe we could get a good makeup artist to take care of me if something would happen.
Fair enough. And one more from me. You started to prioritize your mental health and well-being, especially recently. What specifically do you do, and do you suggest Anthony does that to help himself as well?
For me, it was just getting close with the Lord, Jesus Christ. But just having gratitude every day, waking up and just being grateful that I'm waking up. For me, it was a profound experience because I almost died in January. I had deep vein thrombosis. I couldn't walk for a month. The doctor told me I was day to day. So for me, it was a profound experience where I might not be here tomorrow. So I have this new sense of gratitude where just waking up is a win. Like this morning, I'm like, all right, I'm awake. Heck yeah. And then on top of it, I get to fight in the UFC. Shoot, like I'm already winning. And then I have an amazing team, and I could be honest with them about what I'm feeling. I don't have to be this warrior who's impenetrable and nothing hurts me and nothing bothers me and I don't have feelings and I'm just out here just a killer. Like I'm a man, I'm a human being, and I go through different things. My fiance is an amazing woman and she brings me closer to God as well. And she's just so kind and sweet, and she balances me out really well. So it's just the advice I would give to Anthony is just there's always going to be a new day. If you're here, then try to be grateful. Try to look at the things you do have instead of the things you've lost.
Dominick back here. Congratulations on the victory. I'm wondering, just you had to have seen like the interviews throughout the week from Anthony, and just from a outside looking in, it's very clear he's got a lot on his mind. What were those conversations with your team about where he was at and what that might change for you guys, what you see in the cage?
All that meant is he's going to be a more dangerous man. He's going to come out a little more reckless. He's going to come out wanting to bang. He's going to come out wanting blood, either from me or him. He said it himself. And we'd be foolish to not, look at what he's saying and use it for the game plan and look at how he's going to approach the fight. But yeah, we knew he was going to be more aggressive. We knew he was going to be more dangerous tonight. We knew he was going to throw harder tonight. Everything he did, we knew was going to happen because that's what happens when you're emotional. I've been that guy before. When I fought Jerry, I was in the same mind space where I just wanted to freaking bleed, so I know what that feels like, and I know what the approach looks like. So we prepared for a more aggressive Anthony Smith than he's ever been. His last fight, he wasn't that aggressive. He was sitting back a lot. In this fight, it was a lot more aggressive.
Can you put yourself back in that moment and explain to us? Obviously, we know about the ups and downs and with your health, but back-to-back wins, a big victory in front of a very big crowd here in Las Vegas, big fight feel. I mean, what was that moment like, just the elation, if you could describe it?
No, winning's everything. I mean, it's always a weight off your shoulders. I mean, you train for months, you prepare, and you turn over all the stones, you do all the work, and then it finally all comes together and God blesses you. You are just so grateful, and it's like, all right, on to the next one. Like we did it. I could celebrate this for a little bit. And the cool thing about my last win in Louisville, it was a co-main event, and Louisville was popping. It was a sold out stadium. Those fans were amazing. But tonight was awesome too. But I think Louisville was a little bit more emotional because I was breaking that losing streak, and it just felt like a little more like everybody was rooting for me.
Thank you.
Hey, Anthony, right here.
Dominick.
Sorry. Congratulations on the win. When we spoke earlier this week, we had talked about your time leaving your camp and going to train with Glover and Alex. How much of a sense of validation do you feel that you went back to your home team and now you're on a win streak again?
Yeah, like I said, I'm surrounded by great men who have helped me become a better fighter and a better man myself. Glover, kind of kick-started that whole thing when we were out there, teaching me about gratitude, just being in the moment and appreciating everything we have. And then training with Alex was really a really awesome experience. Like, he's teaching kickboxing class every Thursday, and I was there, right, for 2 months. So, yeah, I mean, being back home, though, the camp's tailored to me, right? I'm not in Alex's camp. I'm not in Glover's camp. This is my camp, right? So everything that we're working on is for me to grow and become a better fighter. So that's really awesome.
Do you ever look back and maybe feel a sense of regret that you left your team to go and explore some other options, or?
No, man, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I had to go out there and learn that lesson in order to become who I am today. So, yeah, you fall down and you get back up and you look at it and you learn from it. And then you be grateful that you're here today.
Thanks, Dominic.
No doubt. All right. God bless, guys.